Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And in this video, we're gonna learn that wise people know how to count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, not like that, but you'll know what I mean as we go through the video. Now, did you know that according to the CDC, the average life expectancy for Americans is about 76 for males and around 80 for females. And so if you live in America, you can expect to live anywhere from your mid-70s to your low 80s. But the sad reality and the sad truth is that a lot of people don't even make it to their 70s and 80s. You know, a lot of people, do die earlier because, maybe they got into an accident or because of some kind of sickness. And in the passage that we're going to read today, Moses reminds us of the brevity and the shortness of life. And if you didn't know this, Moses actually lived to be 120 years old, which is pretty old in my opinion. But even though he lived a very long life, he still realized that every day that he lived was not a guarantee because God was the judge and God was ultimately in control of his life. And so let's read what Moses wrote in Psalm chapter 90 verse 10, and he says this: "The length of our days is 70 years or 80 if we have the strength. Yet their span is but trouble and sorrow, for they quickly pass and we fly away." So this psalm that we just read also reminds me of what James, the half-brother of Jesus, wrote in the New Testament, and he says this: "Now listen, you who say, today or tomorrow we will go to this or that city, spend a year there, carry on business and make money. Why? You do not even know what will happen tomorrow. What is your life? You are mist that appears for a little while and then vanishes." Now the verses that we just read, they are very sobering. And you might be wondering,
Tim, why are you even sharing this? Can't you share something a bit more positive?
but you know what? These verses, what it does is it actually helps me narrow and clarify what's ultimately important in my life. You see, what these verses do is it reminds me that my time here on earth and also your time on earth is very, very short and very, very limited. And so with the time that God gives me, I want to make sure that I use it in a way that's honoring and pleasing to God. I want to make sure that I utilize my time wisely and that I'm ultimately not wasting it. So what does this all have to do with wisdom? Well, this is what Moses says later on in the psalm, and he says this: "Teach us to number our days aright, that we may gain a heart of wisdom." Whoa. So wisdom is this awareness that we are frail and insignificant in the context of eternity. And what this should do for you and me is that it should cause us to go to God and to ask God for his mercy and his grace in our lives to save us from our sin. And I think another way where we could number our days is to thoughtfully and carefully plan out our lives. So what this means is that we need to set our priorities straight based on what's important, because like I said before, your time and my time here on earth is very limited, and so we have to be wise with how we spend our time. There are so many distractions that are vying for our attention, and I'll be completely honest, one of my distractions that I struggle with right now is this app called TikTok. And yes, I am on TikTok, and it's kind of embarrassing, but it's so addicting and it's so entertaining, but it also wastes a lot of my time. We don't know how many days we are given from God because he is God and we are not. And so with the time that we are given, are we living in a way that's truly fulfilling? And so when Moses tells us to number our days, I think this is what he's saying to you and to me, and that is that we have to fill each and every day with purpose and with meaning, and to live in a way where every moment is dedicated to God's kingdom and to God's glory. And really, I think that's really what it means to have a heart of wisdom. Hey, if you guys have made it this far, you guys are amazing. You guys are the true MVP. And before you go, thank you for watching this video, and make sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button right down below. That would really help my channel so much. Hey, take care, God bless, and I'll see you in the next video. And with that said, Pastor Tim out.